Go to Ephesians chapter 4, and we're going to take a look at what was it you were supposed to do? Love life and see good days. To do it, let him refrain his tongue from evil and let his lips stop speaking deceit, right? Okay, that's where we want to start, because we're going to have to get this tongue under control. That's obvious. That's the new covenant all the way through, man, is the way we talk, whether it's negative or filthy or evil. The word, I'm using words that you'll get in the King James, New King James Version. Evil, filthy, whatever. James even said, man, the tongue is an unruly evil. That's a couple pretty big words. An unruly evil. Who can bridle it? He said, you put bits in horses' mouths, and you can't control your own tongue. You can control a beast like a horse. You can put a rudder on a ship and make a big old boat go the way you want it to go, and you can't get your mouth to say what you want it to say. It was James's point of the importance of getting a new creation tongue. Let's put it that way. And that's not tongues. That's just a new creation tongue. Ephesians chapter 4. I want you to look at 25. You're going to notice a word right out of the gate that's going to demand some qualification. Therefore. Okay, well, I'm going to read the verse first. And then you're already smart enough to know that if there's a therefore, it's probably a pretty good idea to see what it's there for. So, therefore, putting away lying, let each one of you speak truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. Based upon Ephesians 4:25, did the Apostle Paul think it was good practice for Christians to lie? No. Why doesn't he just quote, thou shalt not lie? I mean, he's already got that, and that's a ready-made, as Charles Spurgeon said, a booming cannon. So why don't you just boom that cannon into the 4th chapter of Ephesians? He doesn't have to. You know why? Because he has therefore at the beginning of the verse. Okay, let's figure out what the therefore is there for. Look at 24. Put on the new man, which was created according to God in true righteousness and holiness. Well, man, I'd like to know some more. How about you go all the way back to 20? You have not so learned Christ, if you've heard him and have been taught by him as the truth is in Jesus, that you have put off concerning your former conduct the old man which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and you've been renewed in the spirit of your mind, that's the attitude of your mind, and you put on the new man which was created according to God in true righteousness and holiness, therefore putting away lying. Did you see it? You're not the old you, you're the new you. And since you're the new you, therefore, stop doing what the old you did. What the old you did? He lied. Why? Because the old you was a liar. You see that? That's how Paul dealt with Christians living wrong. He went back to the habit of reinforcement. Let me tell you who you are in Jesus. You're not acting like it. Some of you are acting like your old man. Put that dude off. Put on the new man, which was created, not is being created, which was created in righteousness and true holiness. It's already in you. You need to therefore put away lying. Let each one of you speak. Now, I want you to catch how much the tongue, although the word tongue is not used directly here, I want you to catch how much talking is done in this. How important it is to figure out what to do with this flapping jaws of ours. Let each one of you speak truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. Well, that's important, because if we're members of one another, then we want to be honest with each other, because otherwise we're just lying to ourselves. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. This is pretty good advice. He doesn't say anger is wrong. He says that your anger can lead to you doing some things that are wrong that are going to have some consequences for you. Would you agree with that? You know what? It's human to get mad when somebody does something to you. It's barbaric to go out and treat it like an animal, because you're a new creation. You say, well, I'm just human. No, getting mad was human. Your new creation side doesn't have to go take a crowbar and beat the fire out of somebody. Yeah, you understand? Now, your old man may have done that, but according to the Apostle Paul, it's okay to be angry. Don't sin. Don't even let the sun go down on your wrath. And this doesn't mean that you got a clock in your house. I mean, we get crazy with stuff. We go, man, then the sun went down. I hadn't made amends yet, and I feel like... What the apostle is saying is, don't sleep on wrath. This will ruin you. It'll eat you like a cancer. You need to get these issues in your life resolved. Because when you drag wrath, a lot of times there's a lot of unforgiveness in there, and the cancer's eating you up. It's what's destroying you. It's hurting your sleep. It's hurting your rest. I mean, we got people with ulcers and all kinds of problems in their physical body over anger and malice and unforgiveness. And nobody's put a gun to your head and made you hold on to it, but we keep holding it past the sun going down. What the apostle meant was we keep sleeping on and letting this become a part of who we are. We don't have to.